Good afternoon, everybody. It is Tuesday, August the 1st. I cannot believe we are already in August. Oh, the summer, where has it gone? I still have the SL63, and I thought today we would talk a little bit about the practicality of this vehicle. Now, obviously, if you're in the market for a two-seater, one of the first questions you may ask is there enough space in the car? Is there enough area to put my things? Is there enough room in the back to throw some bags to go to the gym or go to a baseball game or whatever, if you're going on a road trip, especially in a luxury convertible cruiser like this? Obviously, you're going to need some luggage. Is there space to store all your stuff? And hopefully what I'm going to do today is answer all those questions. And I will say the 2017 AMG SL63 has blown me away in terms of practicality in just about every conceivable way. So stay tuned.
Okay, so for the majority of this video, I am going to be doing a voiceover and cutting back and forth because the wind was extremely bad today and there wasn't much I could do about it. So I do apologize about that. So let's jump right into this. This SL63 has got to be the most spacious and luxurious I have ever sat in when it comes to a two-seat car. Now, this is a luxury cruiser, so obviously you are going to want to put things here in the back. And you can't fit a 60-inch TV screen from Best Buy, and you can't really fit a small Filipino family in here either, but for what it is, it really is spacious. Now, let's go inside the car here and take a look at all of the consoles. First thing is first, here in the middle, you can open this up in three different ways. If you have your elbow down on the passenger side or on the driver's side, one side will open so that you're not bugging the person that is using it as an armrest. And you can also, of course, open it both ways as well. Inside here, it is like 5-6 inches deep. Typically in a sports car, especially some Porsches out there, you really only can fit your wallet or credit cards or something small within this compartment. Also, there is a Apple USB plug-in and a secondary USB that I currently have hooked up to my phone charging it. And this weird little thing that maybe is where you put your credit card or like an iPhone 4. I have no idea. I've just never used it. And then up behind here, there is a second compartment that has plenty of storage and also a third cup holder. If we look over here to the right, there is another cubby where currently there are some manuals on the vehicle itself, but I'm sure you could use that to store whatever you like. Not to mention, there is all kinds of storage in behind each seat. Now, unless you're Shaquille O'Neal sitting in the passenger side, you're not going to have the seat all the way back, and even if you do, there is plenty of space to hold a few things. Now, I probably wouldn't put anything that could blow away if you have the top down, but with the top up, you could easily store a few bags, a gym bag, some groceries, whatever, even if the trunk is full. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm going to put the top back up so I can show you how spacious the vehicle is with a roof over your head. Now, to do that, all you need to do is double-click and hold the lock button on the key itself. If you let go of that at any point, it will stop halfway into its track, so make sure that you're holding that button in continuously until the whole process is finished. Alright, let's go into the passenger side of the car here, and underneath you will see that there's a net that can hold something. I currently have my headphones in there for when I go to the gym, and so that I don't lose them somewhere in the car. And up top, there is a standard glove box. It is pretty deep in there. I can put in like half of my arm if I really tried, but nothing crazy. I mean, it's just a regular standard glove box. Okay, so now we are at the back of the car, and I'm going to show you several ways that you can open and close the trunk. The first being the most obvious by clicking the trunk button here on the key. That will open it like so. Voila! But up top here, there is a button you can click to close it, and it will close all the way and fasten itself. My favorite way to open and close the trunk is simply by sliding your foot underneath the vehicle, and the trunk will open. So if we look inside the trunk here, there is plenty of space. I have an oversized Costco bag, and I also have some microfibers back here as well. Also bought at Costco. Shoutouts to Costco. That place is the devil. I spend way too much money in there. And there is still plenty of space to hold other things. You can put a full-size suitcase in there. You can put a couple of small carry-ons. And then there is a secret magical compartment. It's actually not secret at all. Underneath the floor of the trunk, where you can store your jumper cables, anything that you're going to store in there for long periods or even short periods. It's all good. But there is your lift for your car as well. So your jack is there. All right, so the last thing that I want to talk about is this little red button here in the bottom left. If you click this, a cover is going to come down and it's going to cover the contents within the trunk. Now, this is really important. You cannot have something too big back here that is going to get in the way of it fully closing, because if it does, something will pop up on the computer inside the car and it'll tell you that something is obstructing its ability to put the top down and it won't go. So you have to make sure that everything is snug within there. But it's pretty cool how this thing works. So I'm going to close the trunk and then I'm going to put the top down so that you guys can see exactly how this works. All right, so now that the trunk is closed again and the top is down, let's open this bad boy up. And the window is going to open and that cover is going to push back so that you can have easy access to the contents in your trunk. And like I said before, there is a lot of storage that you can still put back here even when the top is down. Overall, I have to say that this is the ultimate vehicle when you take into consideration practicality, how spacious and comfortable this ride really is. When you're driving this thing, it really does feel like you're in the hot seat of a private jet. And I'm not talking like a rundown private jet. We're talking like, you know, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnston's private jet. And that shit is, that's nice. I mean, that's really nice. Okay, the car isn't that nice, but at a $165,000 price tag, it's gonna blow your socks off.
Alright, so that's going to be it for this video. This by no means was a full review of the car. This was just really talking about the practicality of it for everyday driving. Hopefully I answered your questions. If you have any constructive criticism on this type of content where I am going into you know, detail or semi-detail about specifics of a vehicle, please let me know in the comment section below. I am very new to this, so I'm sure I'll look back at this a year or two from now and kind of cringe, but hopefully you got something out of it and you're enjoying it. Thank you so much. Finger bang that like button. It really does go a long way. And subscribe if you haven't already. And if you do drive a two-seater convertible, let me know in the comment section how this car compares to it, not only in terms of space, but storage and practicality. Thank you so much, guys. I'm MaximusBlack. Stay bouse.